Hi, I'm Mike Lester. I want to welcome you guys here today to the SDSU Mechanical Engineering Machine Shop. And so we're going to do a little guided tour of all the different equipment that we have in here that you guys are going to be able to be exposed to in a short time. So over here on my left is we have two VF2YT Haas milling machines. And I want to say these are some pretty awesome pieces of equipment. And so they're 3-axis, and we can put our materials in there, we can set our offsets, you can download your file, and it will create you a part. So there is a lot of work goes into setting this up, but it's definitely worth it for parts that have a lot of details, a lot of machining, and especially if you have to do duplicates. You can put it in there. Once you get it all set up, you can do the duplicates very easily. And the best part about this machine, all the mess stays inside these doors. So the machine won't run with the doors open. So it all stays in here. We can flood cool with these machines. And so it really offers us a lot of benefits over our manual mills. So over here, we have our ProtoTRAKs. So these are not just manual mills. These are full 3-axis machines. They can be operated fully by the hand wheels, okay, as much as we want. We can operate them through conversational programming, which we can put in here. And we can also download toolpath files just like we do on the Haases. We can put a thumb drive in here, download the file, and create your part doing it that way. So what's the real big difference between these and the Haases? Well, some of the biggest differences are that these are not enclosed, so they're open, so we can put really large things on them, and as long as we can get the machine to go all the way around your part, or we have to take your part off and move it. One of the bigger differences is that over there on the Haases, those keep all the mess inside. These allow all the mess to come outside, okay? So we end up with a great big mess here. Okay, so moving on, we've got our water jet back here. And want to say the water jet is one of the more favorite machines to use here in the shop. So the water jet works by super high pressure water, 50,000 PSI, okay? And as a matter of comparison, the water pressure at your house is probably around 40 or 50 PSI. So it will chop through stainless steel 1.5 inches thick. Okay, it cuts through glass, it cuts through stone, it cuts through all the metals, ceramics, composites, wood, foam, you name it, it will cut through it. The way it works is this pump over here generates all this water pressure, and it puts it through this little tiny line right here, which has only got a bore in it of 1/8 of an inch. And it comes out through this nozzle here, which is quite fragile actually. And along with the water coming out here, there is sand that is regulated through this nozzle hose here and matches up with the water and comes out the nozzle. And so when that water pressure hits and then the sand comes through, it just immediately bores right through the material, and then it starts to cut along whatever geometry you've created. And here's just a real simple piece of geometry right here. This is going to be for the ME340 class. You guys are going to have to cut this, and this is about as simple a geometry as we ever get right here. And then behind me here is our latest addition to the shop. This is our Haas CNC lathe, the TL1. And this thing is awesome, okay? So it's quite new. We've had it only about a month, and I've run it a whole bunch of times now. We can do a little bit of hand work on this thing for certain things, but primarily we're going to use this program that it has embedded in here. It's called the VPS, a Visual Programming System. And it's pretty cool, it's pretty simple to use, and it'll automate the different moves that you're trying to make in the lathe when you put materials in there and set it up right. So there's some programming there, and you can do a lot of programming. You can do toolpath programs that could be downloaded to this and operate the lathe. So as you get more and more advanced doing it, that's how that's going to work. We also have this finger brake here. Works quite well. We can put 14 gauge material in there in most cases, softer stuff anyway, and we can get some good bends with that. So, and then right out here is our newly established welding area. Okay, and we have a MIG welder all set up here, ready to go for our ME 340 class, and we're really happy that we've got a designated area to try and do some welding. We're going to help you guys with it. It's always fun. Welding is kind of an interesting thing, and you know, it's enjoyable when you get into it, and you can actually create some really amazing stuff. Some of the safety issues that go on in the shop. So there's a few things I want you to always do when you come in here, and you're going to have, I want you to always have your feet covered. Okay, so no sandals in here. So if you come in here with sandals, if you do get past the door, I'm going to probably ask you to go find some shoes to wear somewhere, okay? But so I expect you to always have shoes on your feet. I want your toes covered, and I want us to always be wearing safety glasses in here. So there's not much of anything you can do in here without wearing safety glasses, okay? So it's super important. And then for the hearing protection, talked about that a little bit with the water jet. But you know, when you're using grinders and anything with really high RPM cutting, it's going to make a loud pitch. Your decibels are going to go out the roof. You really should have ear protection. You can either use the squeeze plugs, which are pretty effective, or you're going to use the ear muffs, okay, so which we have. So, and we've got lots more face shields. Use them and take advantage of them. Now, as far as the safety glasses go, it's a really good idea if you guys get your own safety glasses, okay? Have your own pair, keep them in your backpack. That way, when you come in, you've got a pair. So anyway, I really enjoyed speaking to you today, and I'm going to enjoy a lot more when I get to see you guys here working, and we'll be able to discuss in detail what your projects are. So thanks a lot. Talk to you soon. Bye for now.